I remember when I started in the tech space, I thought, okay, I'm going to hire a web developer and I'll get this built, and it's as easy as that. Well, it's not. And my intention here is not to make your head spin, but it's to open up your eyes and allow you to ask the hard questions of the people that come to your offices and try and sell you products. A lot of what Lawfty was founded on was a deep frustration, right? I mean, I watched colleague after colleague just get frustrated trying to practice law while simultaneously sifting through this sea of vendors trying to sell them lead generation solutions that didn't work. So in order to pull this off, here's a sampling of the expertise you need. And I'm going to walk you through the funnel to give you a good idea of what that entails. So you start at the top, right? Somebody comes to Google and they search. Well, what did they search for, right? Lawfty's built a solution that allows us to know that. That's not an off-the-shelf solution that you can easily get because it's tied into the phone lines and tied into your browser and on and on. And so you need a quantitative developer, somebody to build the framework behind your whole system that's going to capture the data as it flows through the funnel, right? Then somebody comes and they're shown an advertisement. Well, is that advertisement appealing? And are you testing that advertisement constantly to try and improve it? What's the conversion rate, right? In order to pull that off, you need somebody who's really good with content, right? Now the person clicks on that advertisement and they are taken to a website. Well, and this is the part that seems to be forgotten in our industry as a whole. What happens on that website? Take Amazon, for example. Amazon has probably got dozens, if not hundreds, of people with the title of user experience expert figuring out how to take more of your money. Figuring out, should the call to action be in the top right corner of the page or should it be in the bottom left? Should the font be Times New Roman or should it be Arial? Should the page be red or should it be blue? Right? Think about what happens if you have 100 people come to your website and your conversion rate is 15%. Right? Think about what happens if you could drive that to 20, 25%, 30%. Right? You're already paying for the advertising. Somebody already clicked on your ad. You might as well optimize that. Well, to do that, you need user experience people. People that are in the business of figuring out how to get more people to take the desired action. In other words, call you, contact you, seek out your services. Right? Now move on. Now the person contacts you. And I loved listening to all the presentations before about intake and conversion. It is so important. You've paid for all of this advertising already. Make sure it converts for you. And so you need people focused on how long are hold times? Are the phone numbers on your landing page actually working? Are they getting to the place? I mean, I can't tell you how often I've seen firms have phone numbers that just are dead. The phone number's not working. It's not going to an operator, right? So are you checking conversion rates? Hold times, right? Going back to the landing page, and I wanted to mention the load time on the landing page, right? If that landing page is not loading quickly, that person's gone. If there's one thing that I've learned building this business over the last 4 years, it is that our clientele is shopping. And they are not shopping for the best attorney. They are shopping for the first attorney that will talk to them. And so if you're not on it, they're on to the next firm. The data scientists, right? You need somebody that's watching the data and figuring out what's working and what's not. So a lot of time has been spent on what happens after the lead gets signed up. So I won't spend a lot of time on that, right? But you should absolutely be tracking, time on desk, drop rate once client is signed up, monetization rate, on, and figuring out what makes it to the bottom of the funnel. Because at the end of the day, what makes it to the bottom of the funnel is going to tell us what's working at the top of the funnel. And this is where the data scientists come in, and this is why you need that vertically integrated solution, right? So you get to the bottom of the funnel, and let's say you had that Park City car accident that settles for $50,000. And we know that that person searched for Park City car accident lawyer. Well, the data scientists now, once we have enough data, can aggregate it, start figuring out the patterns, and make the advertising repeatable.